Now you still working on Body Count. Now
Yes.
I got to tell you, I'm a rock head myself, man. So I was listening to the music in the background, and I was telling Mick, I was like, wow, the Cure came on, and I'm like, man, I used to listen to that when I couldn't sleep. That was what I would play. But I also love the metal music too. So when I work out a lot, or obviously I'm a cat that grew up on MTV, so we took a lot of it in. But when MTV went dark, then that's when the Headbangers Ball would come on.
Right.
But so you do heavy
Jamie
metal.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Well, what happened was Body Count. We would go to tour in Europe, and the kids would basically mosh or what they call slam dance or whatever the fuck. Days was created mosh pits off of Public Enemy. Any record we had that was up tempo, the European kids would mosh. And I'm like, yo, that shit is dope. Performing in front of a mosh pit. Now the new rappers, they got the cats jumping around and doing that, but this was basically something that happened in rock and roll first.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, if we could play some rock, it would even be more fun. So one of my high school buddies, Ernie C., he could always play guitar. He was like a virtuoso. So I had him. Beatmaster V was one of my other homies. He was selling weed. Moose was selling weed. He could play bass. D-Rock was Ernie's student. He was a go-kart. So I came back. I said, we're going to do a group called Body Count. It's going to be heavy metals, but we're going to be singing about the shit we singing about in the gangster rap records, but we're going to do it over metal music. And they was like, word? And so I had to teach my drummer how to play a double kick.
Oh, okay.
And we had to crank it up. And the first album, we sold platinum. That's the Cop Killer album, which had everything from KKK Bitch on it to, all these different songs. And we took off. And then we got attacked.
Yeah.
We got attacked by the president for... Is that Max snoring? Go wake him up. Yeah.
Max is in a deep
Let's
sleep.
think if you see this and you hear snoring, it's my dog. It's not Mickey. But we got attacked by the president, and since then, I think right now we're on like our 6th album. The last we dropped, we stopped for a long time because we lost our members.
Yeah.
Beatmaster V died to leukemia. Moose Man, the bass player, lived in the 60 hood. He went back to his old neighborhood and got caught up in a drive-by that he wasn't involved in. He was the only one killed. He was killed. D-Rock died from cancer and a lymphoma. And basically, me and Ernie are the only living members. So we connected with a guy named Vince. We call Vincent Price. We got a new cat from Cuba, Juan of the Dead, and a kid from DC, Will. We call him Ill Will. And we reformed the band. And we put out the Manslaughter album, which did great recently. Then we just put out Bloodlust. The Bloodlust album, we got nominated for a Grammy for the song Black Hoodie. And now we're about to drop a new album called Carnivore.
Okay.
Totally off the hip hop grid.
Yeah.
Like rap cats have no idea what's going on over there. We just played for 120,000 people just recently in Germany. And so, that's another bag.
Yeah.
In the cut. So, my thing with Ice-T is like this. If you like to rap and don't like me on TV, cool. If you like me on TV and don't like the rap and don't like the rock, cool. If you like it in any format, if you like it when I'm, regardless, you like me, and that's all I care about. I don't care. You don't have to like all of it. You like something I do. Now, if me doing something one makes you not like the other shit, well, then that's your problem.
Right.
Because we're only here for a short period of time, and I'm just living my life, and I'm just enjoying what I like to do, and I put it out in an artistic way for whoever wants it. You know, I don't say, well, this music's for white people, this music's for black people, this video's for this. Whoever digs it can dig it.
Right.
And I think as an artist, what you're doing is creating content. You're just creating a content that you don't know who's gonna like it. You just hope people do, but sometimes you never know.
Did you grow up on metal, or was it? I mean, I noticed you've been in some form of R&B, rock. You know, it's like you touch every form of music.
Okay, here's my rock experience. It'll bug you out. My mother died when I was in the third grade.
Okay.
And my father died when I was in the seventh grade, and I was moved to Los Angeles from New Jersey to live with my aunt. My cousin Earl, I had to share a room with him. This nigga thought he was Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
He would walk around the house. He'd tie scarves around his knee, around his head, and he couldn't play any instrument. He'd play the air guitar, and he'd run around. So there was 2 rock radio stations, KMET and KLOS, that were on his radio, and I couldn't touch his radio.
Right.
He was older than me.
Right.
So before you know it, music is an acquired taste. So say for instance, you don't know nothing about reggae, but you work at a Jamaican restaurant. Mm-hmm. After the first week, you'll be able to pick songs out of the playlist that you like. By a month, you can sing some of those fucking songs. A couple months, you'll be requesting certain songs.
Right.
So I'm living with this guy my whole junior high school life. Next thing you know, I know everything from Neil Young to Edgar Winter to Mata Hoople to Jay Giles Band, Boston, ELO, Traffic.
Right.
I know all these different. So I started to migrate toward the heavier stuff. Blue Oyster Cult, Black Sabbath. I like Jethro Tull, played the flute, but Aqualung. I can go round for round classic rock with anybody.
Okay.
Just because I would listen to the rock station. So I just dug the darkness, the heaviness of Sabbath. So when I did my first album, Ryan Pays, the title cut, Ryan Pays, uses the hook from War Pigs. Ryan Pays, dun 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 dun. So when I did Body Count, oh, you just trying to get into rock, I'm like, why would a rapper have his title cut of his first album have a rock hook if he wasn't into rock?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's something, and you know, like for me, certain lyrics, because at the end of the day, I'm a songwriter, a lyricist, rapper. I could write R&B music. I could write anything that rhymes, pretty much. Writing music, certain topics lend itself more to different music. So something that's really angry lends itself to metal.
Yeah.
Something that's more cool and hip lends itself to hip hop.
Right.
So a lot of times I'll have ideas and I'm like, oh, that'd be great for Body Count.
Okay.
So now I have 2 vehicles.
Right.
Like that. When I'll let you hear some Body Count stuff when we're done, that you say, okay, that's Body Count. Hip hop to me is, the first word in hip hop is hip. So hip hop is kind of like you want to bob your head to it. You want to vibe to it. If you got the smooth hip hop, you know, my hip hop, you was never supposed to dance to it anyway. You supposed to hold some, you know, Moet in your hands and some Cristal and shit. You know, kick back. You know, chilling with your bitch, just chilling. Like listen to a player kick some game. That's what my style was. It wasn't meant to be danced to. It wasn't like DMX get hype shit.
Yeah.
Ice-T concert is very cool, and it's like listen to a player speak. More on like the line of Snoop.
Right, okay. Now let me ask you this. Could Cop Killer be made today?
Could it? Yes, definitely. Definitely. But you'd have to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you make a record like that, you can't make it for shock value. You got to really be about it. Like Cop Killer was a protest record.
Right.
Cop Killer was put together. I walked into a recording studio, not a recording studio, rehearsal hall, singing Psycho Killer, which is a song by Talking Heads. Psycho Killer, and my drummer, V, rest in peace, he said, we need a cop killer. I'm like, word? He put it in my head. And he said, yo, the cops is out here wilding. They shooting the niggas. They killing this and that. And my brain went, what if somebody snapped based on police brutality? What if somebody just went on a rampage after the cops? So the hook is cop killer is better you than me. Cop killer, fuck police brutality. But it's not me. It's a character that got triggered and went after them because they've been coming after us.
Yeah, right.
That could happen in real life.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
that could happen in real life. What's scary about the song Cop Killer, it was made almost 25 years ago, and the shit's still going on.
Yeah.
The thing of it is when I sung it, there were not video cameras. There was nobody to, it sounded like this, a motherfucker yelling about some bullshit that didn't exist.
Right.
Now when people see it, I've been vindicated. They like, oh, that's what Ice was talking about.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Is that Chanel? I'm hearing babies. No, that's somebody else.
Okay.
But I'm talking about what I grew up around and what we know, and it's real. And now with video cameras, people are finally seeing people getting shot in the back. They're seeing a guy get choked out over selling cigarettes. And they're also seeing what happens in court.
Right. Yeah.
See, when Rodney King got his ass beat, nobody rioted. You got to remember that. Nobody rioted. We saw the footage. No one rioted because we knew cops whooped niggas' ass.
Yeah.
But they're going to jail, right? Right? They got caught, right? Oh, they're innocent? So you say you're innocent, you're saying they didn't commit any crime?
Right.
My fucking brother's in jail for 6 months on traffic shit. Right. You telling me these niggas ain't going to jail for a minute? Oh, well, we about to tear some shit up, you know?
Right.
And when people see a riot is a tantrum. A riot is not a focused attack. It's a tantrum. It's like an inmate in a cell. When he can't fucking do anything, he burns up his own mattress. Right. That's what a riot is.
Right.
People say, oh, they're rioting. And nobody ain't no way no niggas are gonna riot in New York and take off on the Upper East Side. That's not what a riot is. A riot is a tantrum. That's all you can do. It's like I'm mad, I'm angry, and I'm fucking my own shit up.
Right.
It's amazing that this country is still glued together, but it doesn't take much to trigger it. It doesn't take much. And now, right now, I think I'm living in the most unstable time of my entire life. And I've lived through 5 or 6 presidents. But right now, anything could happen.
Yeah, definitely.
If we turned on the news right now and they said we're at war, we would be like, word? Like, anything. Anything can happen. Yo, San Francisco's if you're watching Japan been wilding for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Shit could pop off.
It can. It's crazy because I was talking about you earlier today and I was like, man, Ice-T is basically a prophet.
Not a prophet.
Okay.
Not a prophet.
That's a strong word. But you spoke about things that were either happening, gonna happen, or it's happening right now.
Like a lot of players like to say it's not checkers, it's chess, but they can't even play chess. Dig this. One thing will always lead to the next thing. And I'm just somebody who thinks 3 or 4 moves out.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you do this, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. That could happen. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Right.
I think like that.
Yeah,
and I try to see all angles of stuff. I try to look at things from every perspective. Like, I understand how white people see black people. I understand how black people see white people. I know why this person feels this way. I try to look at it so I can come up with an honest opinion. Then when I speak on it, I never wanted to make music or say shit that people could find stupid.
Yeah. Right.
I might have said a lot of wild shit, but you can look, it'll be hard for you to find something I said stupid. Like, I try to You know, I like how Obama would talk. He always would talk slowly so you could hear that he was thinking what the fuck he was saying. Unlike some of these other presidents, like Trump, he'll just say any motherfucking thing. Like, you know, like, I don't give a fuck. Just say some wild shit. Like, you know, I just listed dude is wild. That nigga is wild.
Do you respect Trump? Like, I've met a lot of dudes, Glasses Malone I've talked to a couple other dudes. They just have, like, they might not really like him per se, but they, like, respect him.
I don't respect him because he's a piece of shit person.
Yeah.
But I think that his gangster is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's got a set of balls on him. He would be a great. He's a gangster.
Yeah.
First thing a gangster, my man sitting here, Costas, we play gangsters our whole life. The first thing a gangster asks for is loyalty.
Right.
Just loyalty. Fuck the rules. Loyalty. That's gangster.
Yeah.
I want you to be loyal. If I decide I'm going to kill this motherfucker, nobody blinks. That's some gangster shit. That's not normal politician shit. Mm-hmm. So the motherfucker said he could kill somebody on Fifth Avenue. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? You know, this motherfucker's ill. He's ill. I didn't lie. I said, getting rid of. Oh, they going against me? Had him fired. Had him removed. Had him shot. Had him killed. Have him dragged and quartered. The motherfucker. I think that's why he likes, like, the other dictators. He likes Putin. Because Putin's a gangster.
Oh, gangster.
Yeah. It's a super gangster. You know, the Korean cat, gangsters. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I don't know if Trump had full reign, who knows what would be going on. Right. But I met dude on 2 different occasions, and he never really made eye contact with me. Mm-hmm. You know, see, I don't think Trump is a white supremacist. Okay. I think he's a supremacist. Mm. I think he just feels supreme to humans.
That's a good point.
And that's it. And nobody in this room is a supremacist. We all feel like, yo, we all are equal. Yeah. Different genres. But a supremacist is above everything. And that's a whole nother mind. And, you know, I was talking to this lady about people who are supremacists, and she says that that's a way of controlling everything around you. Because if you just feel supreme, then it's like, you got to get with me. I don't have to get with you. What I'm doing, my shit don't stink. What I'm doing, and you have to get with me. So therefore, there's never any negotiation, because what I'm saying is law. Right. It's okay, but yo, dude's president, so I'm not tripping. I mean, my thing is that, you know, like, it's a pendulum that swings. So you go from Bush, right? Yep. Who was the head of the CIA? Yeah. Swing over to Clinton. Clinton getting fucking high in the motherfucking White House, right? Fucking bitches in Oval Office, right? Swing back to son of a Bush, right? He's a motherfucker. He's Bush's, right? Swings over to Obama. Okay, Obama's over here. Now it's swung back to Trump. So Chris Rock said the only place left for it to swing is to Jesus. Right. But, you know, I mean, my thing is that politics is divisive, religion is divisive. If you leave those things out of topics, most people can get along. But when you start bringing those things up, people all of a sudden have attitudes about each other, and there's certain things that are right that people are saying, and certain things is wrong. But I can't get over this gut racism shit. I can't get over that. You know, me myself. I think. Yeah, you want to say I'm a prophet? I think in the future, not necessarily the early future, but maybe like on some Black Mirror shit. A computer will run the country. Okay. It'll be a heavy computer, and all votes and all things. There won't be any body. It'll be something that everyone will be able to vote, and it'll kick out the answer. Wow. It'll be like a real crowdsource way of getting it, not a person making decisions. It'll be like, you know, but then somebody will hack that. Somebody will hack that.
That sounds real. One of my favorite parts on one of your, which album is this? I think it's Freedom of Speech. The rock dude did the intro, and it's the martial law.
Jello Biafra.
Yeah, what album was that?
That's Shut Up. That's the song's called Shut Up, Be Happy. That's
Right.
on the Iceberg, Freedom of Speech. Just watch what you say.
That's one of the best intros to any album ever.
Well, we try to remake that on Civil War with Dave Mustaine on the Bloodlust album. We did something similar.
Okay.
But shut up, be happy.
Yeah.
You want government to control everything. Well, they'll control every fucking thing. I mean, I posted today on Twitter. I said, don't let my black pride be confused with white hate. I love my white friends. Don't get it fucked up. I don't have to, they'll twist everything. Twist that. Oh, yo. No, that's not. Wherever you're from, you should be proud of it. It's not. What's the problem with that bullshit? Right. So, shit is very complicated, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? The shit is very complicated because we're dealing with human beings, and human beings have all these different mindsets and attitudes and personalities. So the theory that there's ever going to be happiness or there's ever going to be peace, forget about it.
Right. It's over.
Forget about it. Now, and we got to, I'll break it down. Everybody is trying to be happy.
Yeah.
But everyone's happiness infringes somebody else's happiness. So you like your music loud. You live next to me. I need my rest. We got a problem. My man over here don't eat pork. I'm ready for a ham sandwich. We got a motherfucking problem. You see what I'm saying? So what we do is we live in these bubbles of like-minded people. So say if you play chess, we'll go to the chess club. Okay, so all in this little bubble, all of us dig chess. So we got our minds together. But after that, you want to get high. I don't get high. You got to go to your weed crew. Right. You hang out with your weed crew for a minute. Okay, after that, I'm leaving the chess club. I'm going to go play video games. But you don't play video games, so I got my video game friends. Then I'm going over to my hip-hop clique. Then I'm about to do some metal, but all my hip-hop cats don't do that, so I got my metal friends. These are little bubbles we move in through our daily life of like-minded individuals. But nobody else is in every bubble. Right. Even your wife, you talk to your wife, you like, yo, I'm about to go do this. She goes, okay, go do that. That ain't her bubble. But she's about to go over here with her girlfriends and do something. You go do that.
Right.
The key is, we ain't finna get along because everybody just wants to be happy. Add religion, add some other bullshit like race into it. It's just not gonna work.
Right.
So create your own little bubble of friends and loved ones and kind of like-minded individuals and try to ride this shit out. I mean, the old guy told me once, he said, Ice, the best thing about life is you get to die when you're 100. You get to die. Like, no matter what mess you get, make out of shit, right. You're gonna check out.
Right.
So take this ride and try to enjoy it. And if you don't like my music and it sucks, then don't listen to it. I mean, if it doesn't do it for you, it's not an end all. That's why there's more than 31 flavors of ice cream.
Right.
The world is available for all of us to live our life. If it doesn't truly, that's why people, I got a problem with this. If it doesn't really truly infringe on you or anybody else's happiness, then why you even care?
Yeah. All right. So you're pretty happy right now, right?
I'm as happy as I could possibly be. I mean, my daughter really was the best thing that could ever happen to me. To have a 3-year-old daughter. I was 59. Well, no, I was 58 having a baby. Now she's 3. I'm 61.
Yeah.
When you have a baby in the second half of your life, it hits a reset button on your life. Muhammad Ali said it. It makes you say, I got to stay healthy. I got to stay employed. I got to live.
Yeah.
Humans need something more important than themselves.
Right.
We'll let ourselves go.
Yeah.
But something else has to be more important because, it's kind of like somebody gets ready to rob me and they'll put a gun on me. I'll be like, shoot me. They pointed at that kid. I'm like, what you want?
Right.
That's just how it is. That's how we are.
Yeah.
That new daughter, man, Chanel, man, it's just the best. I mean, Chuck, do I need another hit record? Another TV show, a movie? No. So what accolade is going to wake me up? A new life. Now, my son, I had my son. Well, I had my daughter when I was in the streets. I was out hustling. I didn't. I wasn't there. I was just hustling. I was trying to make it. Right. My son happened right when I was becoming Ice-T. Chanel is different. Like, I had her. I was with Coco the whole 9 months of pregnancy. I went to the hospital. I brought her home. She still sleeps in the bed with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm with her.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
She seems so happy too. I see her on stage. You know, she has her own Instagram. I forget how many followers, but it's a lot.
450,000 followers. Like 450, 500, I think, on Twitter. See, when she was born, we knew we were going to be those parents that were going to post 100 pictures a day of our kid. And we didn't want to burn out anybody on our page, so we created her own page. Yeah. So if you go into her page and you mad the pictures, you're the dumb fuck. Right. Like, that's her page. Right. So we posted it, and we're just proud parents. And Chanel is baby 2.0. These kids are smart. Yeah. I don't know what's going to come out of their mouth. I mean, because they got computers. Like, she got a little phone, and she's watching videos all day and shit. And she knows songs. She knows words. I mean, she could talk. She'll probably come here before you leave. She could talk crazy. Yeah. I ain't teach her shit. Right. I didn't teach her nothing. I'm like, how the fuck you know how to do your vowels? How you know ABCs? How you know all these different things? It's these computer devices. Yeah. Now you got people saying, well, don't give them the phone. That's gonna fuck them up. No, that's gonna fuck you up. By the time these kids are grown, that phone will look like a block of wood. Right. That phone is not gonna be. That's like you looking at an 8-track tape. Right. Let her have all the technology that's available right now. It's amazing. Yeah. You know. And I've got a good group of people around me, you know, that watch her and take care of her, and you know, make sure these kids got a chance. You know, we stay on them, but Chanel is something special, and I love it, and it's I needed it. Yeah, I needed it because I know, like you say, well, you didn't make a rap record for 10 years. Yeah, you could be like, I don't feel like making a motherfucking rap records, man. I don't feel like it. I'm cool. I'm on TV 21 years. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm gonna play video games. I'm gonna watch, and your stomach keeps going. I'm gonna just sit right here in this chair, and I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Check the bank. Oh, we still got some money. Okay, the stomach just keeps growing. Nah. You had that baby. You be like, man, I got to go to the gym. Yeah. I got to get swole. Yeah. I got to live forever. Yeah. So I determined that I'm gonna live to 100. Okay. And then all these 30-year-old niggas will be 70, and I'm come bust their ass. Talking that shit. Oh, you old nigga. I said, okay, I'm just gonna live. I'm gonna outlive you motherfuckers. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what's up. I checked my schedule, and I haven't seen no funerals for me or nothing in there. Right. So I'm like, I guess I'm booked till I'm 100. So okay, all right, that's what's up. Let me ask you. Twitter is social media in general, but your clapbacks are legendary on Twitter. It's like battle rapping. Yeah. It's like battle rapping. See, when I first got on Twitter, like you say, I look steps ahead. So when I first got on Twitter, I was like, okay, this is mob rules. The person that got the most mob is going to control this platform. So that's when I started the FLTG, the Final Level Twitter Gang. And what I did was, everyone that followed me, I said, okay, y'all family, and we gonna watch each other's backs. So when people would try to diss, which they do, I would just retweet the diss and put like, really? Right. And my fans would just go in. Right. Like, and people would take their page off, and it was just watch them delete their comments shit. Get deleted quick. Because they done wandered over here talking that old bullshit. So now my fans, I mean, I'm looking at certain people, they got 22 million followers. I got like 1.3 million solid motherfuckers. Like I got a high, like I got a block button that is a motherfucker. Like you say one thing like wrong, I'm blocking you.
Right.
So I've formed a unit of people, like-minded people that understand my humor. You know, because a lot of times I might put something up that's kind of harsh, and somebody will be like, "Oh, that's a little vulgar," and my fans will be like, "Bitch, go get a helmet. Like, get the fuck off this page. This page is pretty hardcore."
Right.
But I have fun on it because Twitter will allow your fans to finally talk to you, and you can answer them.
Right. Yeah.
If it's not just the bullshit, they can get information from you. They can ask you serious questions, and I can reply to them, and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I enjoy the interaction with the fans. The dumb fucks, you know, you can block them. Sometimes I like to parade them just so people, because people do like to get this. But you got to understand, from a battle rap perspective, the person that goes first is always at a disadvantage because I can comment on you. So when you diss me, I got time to listen to your diss. I got time to go into your page, find the most fucked up picture of you on your page. I got times to figure out just exactly how I'm going to hit it. And being a rapper, I could do it in a quick split second. So the key is, how can I diss you in the least amount of words?
Right.
You know?
Well, my favorite one.
Everybody's got a favorite.
My favorite one is when the lady said you, but it was Ice Cube, and you was like, wrong ice, bitch.
Wrong ice, bitch.
Yo, that was, to this day, it just makes me laugh, man. At random times, man.
Now, one dude asked me, I'll never forget, one dude came at me. He was like, I was talking about some other video where a guy dissed somebody on the internet, and they popped up on the guy. They, I think it was what's my man, boxer from out here that we fuck with, Zab
Judah.
So Zab pops up on the dude. It's like, yo, you tweeted this. What's up? And the dude, so I was like, yo, that shit is funny. So I retweeted, and somebody's guy's like, Ice, you don't want that fade, you know. You could come over here. You don't. I'll fuck you up. And I said, why would I fight you when I can have you brought to me in a trunk?
I remember that one. Yo, I remember that one. That wasn't that long ago. That was
that got like 20,000 retweets. Because I'm like, dude, who are you? Like somebody, like, and I don't know. That just came off of my head, but it's funny. And it's just Twitter.
Yeah.
And if you're not on Twitter for having a good time, like 50 Cent understands it to the fully. His whole thing about owing people money, you got to understand that's just a whole situation to keep people talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure if you owe 50 money, he ain't gonna say shit to you on the internet. He's gonna pop up.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's entertainment and it's fun, but that's why I get on there. And also, I try to inspire people with my tweets.
Daily game.
The daily game, because it's kind of like my way of giving back. Like, I've been through a lot of things, and, I think the most important thing I try to tell people is that your dream is your dream. Yeah. It's nobody else's dream. So you're going to have to do it yourself. It's nobody else's job to fulfill your dream.
Yeah.
And everybody, you included, know that.
Yeah.
You can sit over here and talk to me about allhiphop.com forever, but that's your shit.
Yeah.
That's your shit.
Yeah.
It's not mine. I could be partially, but I'm not waking up thinking about it.
Right.
And if you think somebody else is waking up thinking about your life, you're mistaken.
Yeah, it's true.
They'll get around to it.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. Trust me. When all hip hop was, it's still going strong, but when it was the one,
right.
We didn't have, it was, oh, hey, do this, do that, Now everybody's feel like they got a platform because, social media has come up. So it's a different game.
It's a different game. But then, what I'm saying, everybody knows the OGs and they know what it is.
Yeah.
And, with the blogging world, everyone is an authority and stuff. And it's interesting when I watch people that I know that are rappers, and now they've become like bloggers, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, what's that all about? Cause that
something different. It's something different.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not a diss, but it's just like, okay, like put it like this. Me and Mickey did the our podcast. Okay, shout out to Drink Champs. Nori does an incredible job. But when we did it, it was only Combat Jack.
Right.
So we were like the rest in peace, and we were like the first like kind of like hip hop based podcast. Mickey will tell you after a while, I don't really like asking questions to people.
Yeah.
You do it. I just don't like it that much. I don't like prying in the niggas' lives. I just don't like it. And then also we did 51 of them, and I really interviewed everybody I wanted to talk to.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, now to keep this going, we not only got to find new people that we may not be that interested in, but also I only had a Monday night free. Trying to get it done and having a full schedule, Law and Order, it just became too difficult, and it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it to us monetarily. It just wasn't worth it. So I told Mick, I'm like, Mick, you got to let this one go. Because now what I do, every year I have Law and Order, I try to do 2 to 3 projects and do them well. Not just have a full plate of shit and just, what they call jack of all trades, but master of none.
Right.
You know, I wanted to focus a little bit more. So, we have the Art of Rap tour that we still do.
Right.
We just got finished rocking a big one with 50 Cent.
Okay.
We got a new artist. I got an R&B artist called Zaim, who's one of the nephews of Force MDs. We're trying to get him a major record deal. Because versus what I'm doing with hip-hop, with R&B, you do need that machine.
Yeah.
You do need that machine. So we're trying to get him a deal. And then I like to have a little space so if something really new does come along that I want to do, I can do it.
Okay.
But if you fill the schedule up so much,
you don't have any room.
You start turning down shit that you want to do.
Right.